welcome back to the Next Wave podcast. I am Carelia, and I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Andre, and today we're joined by Miss Maya Donnelly, our county superintendent.
Yes, county school superintendent.
Yes.
So how are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great today. Thank you for having me on your podcast. So cool.
We're very privileged.
I've never been on a podcast before. It's awesome.
Okay. So I guess our first question, just for viewers to kind of understand, is what is it that you do in your job, and how does your work impact the young people in Nogales?
Okay. So the county school superintendent is an elected position.
Yes.
So in the county. So, a lot of people think the county school superintendent has something to do with district schools. Every district has their own superintendent.
Yes.
The county school superintendent has things that we have to do by law, by statute, and then kind of oversees and supports district schools. So by statute, by law, we are the fiscal agents for school districts. We offer accounting services. We do their payroll, so teachers get their paychecks on time. We do their deposits. We're kind of the go-between for a school district and the treasurer's office. We're also a go-between between school districts and the Arizona Department of Education. So we do some grant paperwork for schools, things like that. We take care of elections for school governing boards, for bonds or overrides if school districts are going out for those kinds of things. So we need to be election certified, and then we take care of all homeschooling documentation. So people come into our office and fill out affidavits, and we keep track of kids that are being homeschooled in the county, which there's quite a few. More this year than ever. And then we apply for grants, and we work with school districts. That's what our main job is to support superintendents, teachers, schools, students.
Yeah, that's awesome. How would you say, for students who want to kind of get involved in the way that their schools run, or the way that the way that they get their education, how would you advise that they go about that?
Wow. Well, you probably realize by now, because you're seniors and getting ready to embark in your post-secondary careers, right, that you have to advocate for yourselves.
Yeah.
If you don't get out there and take initiative or find resources and navigate through all that information out there, I don't know, nobody's going to do it for you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your moms and your dads can help you, or older siblings, cousins and stuff, but ultimately you have to speak up, you have to stand up for yourselves, you have to seek out information, ask a lot of questions. A lot of times, students will miss information or miss out on an opportunity because they were too shy to raise their hand and ask for help.
Yeah.
That is the number one reason why kids will miss an opportunity. Just sometimes it's hard. You don't want to ask for help or admit you need help. So I would just say that, speak up.
Yeah. I think that's such good advice, because I do think that people, if you're a student, teachers are there literally to help you. They're there for you.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good advice, because I think I've gotten far in my educational career by I'm always the one raising my hand and always the one asking questions.
For sure.
And it definitely has helped me. So
yes, definitely. And I mean, we live in a nice, tight-knit community, and everybody helps each other, right? Everybody knows each other. Maybe your parents had some of the same teachers that are still around today, and that community feeling is a very supportive feeling.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How would you say your job as county superintendent directly affects the students of Santa Cruz County?
Sure, that's a great question. So like I said, we kind of convene or bring together schools. So we reach out to superintendents and to principals. What are the things that are lacking in your schools? Where are the gaps? What weaknesses do you have? As you probably know, I mean, federal and state funding right now is just being cut and cut and cut again. And so schools are having a hard time making their budget meet, right? Or making ends meet within their budgets. So we find out what grants can we apply for, what programming can we help supplement what you have going on that will be relevant for what your teachers are teaching, or for whatever your vision is within your schools, and we go out for those grants. I mean, you might have heard about the Gear Up program before.
Yeah.
That grant comes out of our office. We also had Promoting Healthy Students, which was a huge help after COVID and the pandemic, and students were feeling very anxious, stressed. Promoting Healthy Students was there to support. Right now we have Project Shield, which works with 7th graders, and it's a drug abuse prevention program. We also have an arts program. We have programming that schools maybe can't fit into their school day because teachers their schedules are jam-packed, and they have so many responsibilities, so many standards to teach and lessons to be on time with. A lot of our offerings that we offer out of the county school superintendent's office are after-school programs, summer programs. We do things in the evening, so it's kind of supplemental stuff. Yeah. So.
Okay. I also wanted to ask, how did you get into this field? Like, what was it that brought you to it?
Sure. So I always knew I wanted to be a teacher from a very young age. And so, after I graduated from Nogales High School, I grew up here. I went to Lincoln Elementary. I went to Wade Carpenter Middle School, Nogales High School. Then I went off to the U of A, and I got my degree in elementary bilingual education. And then I went on to get secondary as well, and adult education as well. I came back to Nogales and started my teaching career when I was 23 years old, and I taught at A.J. Mitchell for a long time. I taught at Lincoln, and then for the last part of my career, I taught at Wade Carpenter for 20 years. It's an amazing profession, especially if you have your own family that you're raising. My husband and I, we have 3 daughters, and I would just take them, to every school that I taught at. They were there with me, and you probably know that feeling. You leave the house at 7 in the morning, you don't get home from school until 6 at night when graded, papers are graded and practice is over. And but it was a field that just, I couldn't imagine doing anything other than educating young people. It's just, it's a passion.
Yeah.
When I started in the superintendent's office, that was in 2016, 10 years ago, an opportunity arose, and I don't know if that's a word. Is it?
I think it is arised. Or
arose? Okay.
Arised, I think is right.
Mr. Velasquez, who's the previous superintendent, offered me a position in his office to be a grant director, and it meant seeking grants, writing grants, managing the programs, and I thought, you know what? This might be a nice little change up, a break from the classroom maybe. Let's just see how it goes. And I loved it, so I've been there ever since.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
And, you mentioned that you grew up here, you went to schools here your whole life. Did you have any, mentors growing up that influenced you to go into teaching?
Many. Lots of people in my immediate family are teachers. Lots of aunts and uncles and cousins are educators. So that was pretty inspiring. Plus, I think growing up, I had so many amazing teachers. I just wanted to do that. I wanted to have positive impact on young people. And then, when you teach in a school and you develop that bond with, whether it's the students, the teachers, your administration, you become a family, and it feels very gratifying. It feels like a very supportive place to be. So yes, I had many mentors, and then when I actually became a teacher and I came back to Nogales to start my career, the teachers that were older than me just kind of took me under their wing and showed me the ropes, and it's just something that I'm forever grateful for. Yeah, so hopefully, as I got older and more experienced in my career, then I kind of did the same. And hopefully that continues, you know.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
But I do have a question. It's because you were looking at me like
What else, guys? Come on, this is.
why'd you put away the questions, Andre?
He's gonna bring back
My
up the
mind was
questions.
going blank. I had a little, but then I lost it.
Okay.
He's got it now.
Yeah.
How are you in the district county student?
Take a deep breath. Say it again.
How are you working to make sure students' voices are heard here in our schools and in the county? In general?
Oh, yeah, another great question. So we do a lot of surveying, a lot of listening. I mean, within our programs, we're very fortunate. Out of the superintendent's office, we get to do the fun stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Your teachers are tasked with testing and preparing you and homeworks and all of that stuff. And we get to implement things like internship programs and summer camps and, you know, art classes and things like that. So we get to ask a lot of questions. What are you interested in? You know, because those things change, right? And the world is ever evolving, and AI and all kinds of craziness happening. Not that AI is crazy, but you know what I mean. So it means listening and talking to people and finding out, okay, you know, how are we going to make connections with young people? These people are the future of our community, so we need to nurture them and educate them, and you know, and also, you know, it's hard at the moment. You turn on the TV and there's a lot of kind of sad news out in the world, and it's important for the older generation like myself to instill hope in young people like you. You're going off to start your futures.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a thought. Let me find it again.
Do you want me to ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask a question.
Now he's ready?
Yeah, now you're ready. Okay, go ahead.
Do you think your job as county superintendent is especially important now in like the times
That's a good
we're living in right now?
Yes, it is. I think it is important. You know, it's a position that is, it can open up a lot of doors if you are, you know, if you're progressive enough and you take initiative. There's lots of opportunities that we can provide, and you know, being from a small rural community here in our little corner of the world, sometimes, you know, we always, you know, when I was your age, you know, maybe the opportunities weren't as many as you guys have now. And so, you know, you have so many people on your side, so many teachers, so many, your parents, your family members that want to open doors for you guys. And so, where was I going with that? What was your question again?
How your job can be especially important now.
So there's we talked about AI, for example, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing. I mean, when I first heard about AI, I was like, ooh, no. I'm a teacher. I want kids to work to find things out and not just be able to Google things. And, you know, I want you to be able to be good readers and writers and all of that stuff. And AI really scared me, and kind of like, you know, I didn't know how to make it be productive.
Yeah.
And it can be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've learned now it can be, but so I think little things like that, like preparing you for, you know, the careers of the future, preparing you with soft skills. You know, when we talk to business and industry, they straight up say, you know, we look at a resume when we hire somebody, and we look at experience and skills and stuff, but if that person cannot get along with other people well, or work on a team, or, you know, be a diligent problem solver, we're not going to hire them for this job. So it's important that that in our summer camps and in our internship programs, that we're helping the youth develop those everyday soft skills, things you need to just, be productive citizens.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that's how we're able to make an impact.
Yeah.
Since we're not in classrooms every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting whenever you mentioned AI and kind of how it was like scary at first, and I agree. Even as a student, I think it's really easy to just go to AI to like do your work, and it's
Yes.
certainly, I think I've even noticed in my own peers, like we're getting lazier, we're losing the ability to like analyze text or
Yeah.
write properly, or when we do, we're accused of using AI.
Yes.
And that's definitely difficult, and I wonder like how, because that must be scary, like how do you navigate things like the changing world and like being like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to situate myself in what's happening now and still try to make sure that students are getting the best education that they can.
Definitely. And you mentioned a lot of things there, like navigating and resources and stuff. And there's lots of tricky things, that young people like yourselves are up against. AI being one of them, but I think pride. I think if you sit and think to yourself, my gosh, I could take the lazy way out and just,
Yeah.
chat GBT my whole essay, or I could really, put my mind to work and
Yeah.
my skills that I've been learning my whole life and challenge myself, right? Because that's the way I'm going to get ahead, not the lazy way out, but, to force myself to do hard things and put in effort and take pride in everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like teaching integrity, I guess
Yeah.
too, is like a big thing. I feel like in my classes, my teachers have always been like, it's better to try, like aren't you, like don't you feel embarrassed that you can't do it on your own?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no, you're right, like that would be so embarrassing if I couldn't write an essay or I couldn't
Yeah.
like understand a piece of literature or like I couldn't solve a math problem that I've been studying or whatever.
Right.
And it's just like feeling good about the work that you do as a student, and hopefully for that to go into your adulthood, and have integrity in your work.
I agree.
I did.
And you lost it? Bro. This is like the worst that it's gone. I think we're nervous.
Oh, why are you guys nervous?
Cause like you're a big deal.
No, I mean, I can remember myself in your shoes, senior year. I mean, that's a fun year, right? Exciting.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of stuff rolled into one. You're excited, you're scared, you're nervous, you're
Stress.
stressed, but you're having fun, and
Yeah.
I mean, anticipating what's to come.
coming next.
It's a really special time.
Yeah.
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 Do you?
Well, so like you've talked about these like opportunity summer programs, internships, that are available to students like us.
Yes.
How can we go about and like where can we like go about like finding these like resources that are available?
Yeah. So for one thing, oh my gosh, you should be following us on social media, right? The Santa Cruz County School Superintendent's Office. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. We also have a website. And then at the community college, have you guys ever been to the Santa Cruz Center?
Yes.
Okay. So
I don't think so.
it's where Pima Community College is. It's back there over by Fitness Express behind Walgreens.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where we have all of our summer camps in the summer as well. But in that building, we have a place called the Hub. And it's a one-stop shop. You can go there for help with your college essay, your admissions packets, scholarship applications. If you need help with the FAFSA is a hard thing to fill out, but everybody has to fill out the FAFSA so that you can get assistance, and maybe be awarded grants or scholarships, things like that. Resumes, all kinds of workshops. In that area, in the hub, you're going to find information about all of our programs. And then right down the street from where we are, up on the hill, you're going to see this beautiful historic building. Have you seen it? The 1904 historic courthouse?
Yeah.
It's on the corner of Morley and Court Street.
Yeah.
That's our offices. So stop in there. We'll have all of our information coming up pretty soon about summer. And then, mainly, we put up flyers around your schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For internships, summer camps. What else? We have free art classes in our building. I mean, talk about coming to de-stress.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 2 to 5. You can come and learn how to paint.
Oh, that's so
Listen
awesome.
to
I didn't
classical
even know
music.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's so cool.
We have all the supplies. You just come and learn.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to ask about how you think for teachers or educators or people who work with young people, how do you think it's like the most useful way to encourage students to pursue their a life after high school, even if it's not post-secondary education, like a career or a trade school, or to develop a passion? How do you think is the best way to do that?
So we've had a Gear Up program here in Santa Cruz County. We're on our third Gear Up. They haven't been consecutive, but Gear Up is an amazing program because it prepares students for life after high school, right? And it starts its preparation in the 7th grade. And I actually think your teachers are preparing you way before that. You start to explore careers, and I mean, what did you want to be when you were in 1st grade, 2nd grade? Firefighters, doctors.
Yeah, probably something so random. I think I wanted to be a dancer.
A dancer, an influencer, all those good things.
Yeah.
Right? So it progresses a little bit. Maybe that was elementary school. You're exploring careers and you're learning about things and you're starting to explore your dreams and what you want to be when you grow up and all those things, right? Then in middle school, it starts getting a little bit more focused. You start figuring out what you're good at, what your talents are. Because yes, you could want to be in the NBA, but you may not be able to shoot a basketball. Right? So you have to come to terms with your talents and what you're good at, and if you are a person that likes to be in front of a computer all day, or you rather work outside with your hands.
Yeah.
So you explore all of those things, and there's a lot of really cool exercises and lessons where they're kind of like reality checks where you think about, well, my gosh, when I grow up, I want to have a really nice car and a fancy house, and designer clothes, and then you start to figure out how much things cost, and oh my gosh, okay, I better have a really good job, a really good paying job if I want to be able to afford this lifestyle. So you start putting all of those things together, and you start to develop different pathways. Okay, I'm really interested in medicine, or I'm really interested in law, or nutrition and fitness, or whatever it is, So I think your teachers, your educators, Gear Up coaches, for example, would help you understand those pathways and what kind of education you might need to get there. And, it takes a lot of work to get yourselves into college, university, but I think all educators are coming to realize that university, a 4-year university, is not the end-all be-all, and it's very expensive. I mean, you go into debt for a very long time going to university. It's important to get a degree, a certification of some kind, but there's community college, there's certification programs, there's the military. I mean, there's ways to maneuver and work the system.
Yeah.
So that you get some type of education after high school that then leads you to a good paying job and a career eventually, right? Because you want to have a career that you're passionate about, that you love. I mean, it's a bummer if you go to work every day and you don't like your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to have jobs all along the way that you're not going to like.
Yeah.
And that's life,
Those
right?
first ones usually.
Yeah. And you're going to grow from those experiences. You're going to learn a whole lot if you have to flip burgers for a while or wash cars or whatever it is. All of those jobs are going to build character.
Yeah.
Exactly. And but education is really important. It leads to the career that you're passionate about and better paying, and you know, things cost a lot, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like that was a good point. Like you don't have to go to a university and be in debt. And there's also like ways to find like financial support if you do decide to do that.
Yeah.
And like there's just so many paths. I feel like so many of my peers sometimes are deterred from even trying because they think that they can't.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of options, and
there's so much federal student aid that gets put back into the pot at the end of a fiscal year because not enough people filled out FAFSA forms, or not enough people, you know, applied for the scholarships, and that's a shame, right? Because, you know, you don't want to give back money, right? You want it to be utilized. So.
Yeah, and I think it's also important, like, if you want to try to go to college or you want to try to, you know, get an education, just try. Like, I think you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and when you don't try to make it work for yourself, like you're kind of failing yourself in a lot of ways.
Right.
And I think I also agree that it's important to be educated in any way that you can, whether that be a university or a school, a trade school, or community college, because educated people are the people who keep our society functioning. And I think we're losing a lot of like the value in education with this generation, with our generation. I'm calling I'm calling our generation out.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard, right? We're coming from a small town where families are very united and close, and so you're going to go off to college and you're probably going to miss your families, and you know, you're going to be out there cooking your ramen and washing your own clothes, and don't put the reds with the whites.
Andre would make that mistake.
And you're going to miss home, but it's going to be really important that you know, persevere and you keep going. And every college campus, every university campus has supports. So there's our friend, whether it's tutoring, or you know, if you need some mental health support, there's people to talk to and help you everywhere, but you have to seek it out. You've got to ask for the help.
Absolutely,
right?
I agree.
Yeah. And have your mom on speed dial.
Always calling mom. I have another thing that I wanted to say. I think especially like here in Nogales, we are so used to like having our close knit, like we don't want to leave, and we don't want to we don't want things to change. I feel like Nogales loves like tradition and staying.
Definitely.
But
we love Nogales.
We love Nogales.
It's right there on the wall.
But yeah, like I think a lot of us are so used to having the same faces, having the same people, having the same community.
I mean, it's everything. It's food. It's,
it's
I mean,
culture.
It's everything.
It's everything, and I think it's beautiful and it's fine to have that, but it's also okay to be open, you know, as young people to growth and change and new opportunity.
And that doesn't necessarily mean leaving our community.
That doesn't necessarily mean leaving the community. It can mean bringing new ideas, new experiences here, and helping. I think in a lot of ways you did that with your job, and bringing new programs and helping so that our young people have more opportunities than what you had.
Exactly, and so maybe if you decide, okay, maybe you're going to end up at the U of A, maybe you're going to end up at Washington, I don't know, but whatever you learn out there in the world, bring it back and share it, you know.
Yeah, I think that's so important.
Share what you learn.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Is there anything you want to say to the public, to the young people? Or like, if there's one thing you could tell all of the young people in Nogales, what would it be?
Oh my God, now that's pressure.
It can be multiple things too. It doesn't have to just be one.
You know, it's something that I tell my own children, just try new things. I mean, don't be afraid to try new things, to get out and meet people. I mean, who cares if somebody thinks you're weird? Go right up to them and introduce yourself and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
make a
exactly.
new friend, learn about other places. If you can travel, travel a little bit. It's important to learn about new cultures and meet new people, and, you know, it makes you appreciate what you have back at home a lot and value what you have from home, and also, you know, represent your hometown out
Yeah.
there wherever you go, you know, because I think Santa Cruz County, I think Nogales, Rio Rico, Patagonia, wherever you're from here in the county, we've got something really special here. And, you know, I just think sometimes we get a bad rap. We have, you know,
Yeah.
people around the world might think we're in a dangerous area, and pretty much the worst thing that can happen is a train can go by when you're in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah, that's literally the worst thing that happens here, probably.
So I would just say, you know, embrace your youth and expand your minds, and come back and teach us what you learned out there.
That's great advice, I think.
And don't give
honestly.
up. I mean, things are going to be hard. It's not going to be all perfect, and, you know, things are going to be hard, but you know, you can face challenges. You can just take things a step at a time, and every problem pretty much has some kind of a solution. So don't give up.
Don't give
Yes.
up. That's great advice. I think.
Yes.
I think we're good.
Oh,
Or do you want
thank you so much for coming on to our
Yeah,
Thank
we
you for
really
inviting me. I
appreciate it.
loved
Yes.
it.
Yeah, we also enjoy.
show. Yes.
Okay, good. I wish you guys well. I wish you guys well. I hope I see you again before you graduate.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes.
And well, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.